Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is doing a slight upgrade mod to the car, which is a very common issue on 987s, 997s, cars of this era, and that is the gear shifter. Mine, as you would have seen in one of my previous videos, the buyer's guide, you could see how loose and imprecise my gear selector was. It was just rattling around forwards and backwards, left and right, even when in gear. With this being a manual car, that is one of the major touch points and ways you interact with the car. So having a sloppy, imprecise shifter, it just took away from the whole experience. So I've bought a £30 kit off eBay, which I know is a very common or very popular mod. I've met a few of you guys out there who have done this mod, so I thought I'll buy one off eBay, give it a go, chuck it in and see how it goes. So let's get into it. We'll get the gear selector out and the eBay special kit in. So now all that's holding this in are these 4 bolts, and then this cage will come out so we can fit the new short shifter in there. Alright, so we've got the cage out, and here is the short shifter that we got from eBay. So I've already opened it, but if you line that up, that just sits in there. You can see that this is actually angled to the left because this is for left-hand drive, so we just need to swap that around, which I'll do. And I've spoken to a couple of other people that have done this mod as well. So these plastic clips are apparently very hard to get out, but you can break them as you do get new clips in the kit. So that should be fine. So I'm going to crack on and try and get this out. There it is. Alright, so now that one's out, you can see what we're replacing. So, as a direct comparison, it's just this is plastic and that's aluminium, but the main thing that wears out were those clips that I've just broken, and they're going to be replaced with these metal ones. So that should eliminate any wobble. Just make sure. I mean, with this being a cheap kit, these don't fit in properly, which is a bit annoying, so I'm going to have to find a way around that. So I can get one in, and then the second one. And I need to get these clips in here. So I can get the first one on. Nice and easy. See, that's in there. But then this is just a couple of mil out. So, I mean, if I push really hard, just about expose it. But for me to do that, I'm gonna have to get someone to help me while I push this in with some clips. With some grips, then I'll be able to slip the clip on. Now, as I was saying earlier, this kit just isn't very good quality, and I can't get that bracket in here. So it means it's got this forward and backward movement. which I'll just have to change somehow. I'll have to figure that out. And you can see here that there is no way I can push that in any further to expose where that bracket goes. So I think I have a solution. So I've just extended the Allen key screw all the way in and popped the plastic casing out, and inside there's a bushing. So I'm just going to take that bushing out, which will give a bit more clearance to then fit it in there. So there you go. This was inside in between the base and this plastic cap, which holds the gear selector in place. So I'm going to take that out, put this back in without the bushing, and hopefully that will give me the clearance that I need. All right, so they're finally both in. What I had to do was take the bushings out of both sides and then push as hard as I could going up to really push that plastic back inside the housing here. So I'm just going to put the bolt in just to adjust it and tighten everything up, and then that should be good to go. I'm just going to do this nut up until it's pushing the plastic against the gear linkage, and then tighten this nut up just to lock it in place. But then feels like it's ready to go. All right, so the shifter is in, and it did take quite a while. It took a lot longer than I thought, actually, but that was sort of down to whether the kit is right. We're having those washer bits in there. Maybe across the board you have to remove them. I'm not sure why they're in there. Maybe they fit on a 911 or a 986, something like that. Just a car that's not this. So anyway, it's in, and I will say I am very surprised with the outcome. It's not eliminated all of that left and right play in the gear shifter, but definitely going forwards and backwards is just a lot more precise. I'm not necessarily too fussed about the shortness of the throw, but bringing it down a little bit has definitely helped. So would I recommend this kit? If you're on a budget, yeah, go for it. Just chuck it in, see if it works for you, and there's not much to lose. And I think as an alternative to places like Numeric, which charge, I think, £500 or £600 for their short shifter kit, this is just so easy to throw in, and for the cost to quality ratio, I think it's worth a go. So I'll put a link to it in the description if anyone did want to buy it. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. But thanks for watching, do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.